and welcome to our lipstick. So today I am doing a first impression of the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. So you guys may have heard me talk about the fact that I don't really do first impressions ever because I don't feel like you get a good feel for the makeup, but I'm so excited for this. I really just wanted to try it out in front of the camera today. I saw the first impression that the Taylor did. I will link her channel, and if I can find her video, I'll link that specifically on this foundation, and she loved it. She and I have very similar skin, I guess, texture and skin type, I guess, because she had cystic acne in the past, and so did I. And she's now on Accutane, and she has very dry skin, so I already have naturally dry skin. Right now I do have an oil on my face because my skin was super dry today, and I have moisturizer on. I always prime, so I am going to go ahead and use my Master Prime from Maybelline. I really like this. This is so good. I talked about this actually in a full face first impression video where I tried out some of YouTube's favorite products, or YouTubers' favorite products. And this was one recommended by ShanXO, and she's totally right. It's an awesome primer. It just fills in the pores around my nose and on my chin and stuff. And the little acne scarring that I have between my forehead. So I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. This says it is a luminous makeup with a nude skin feel. All day wear. It has SPF 18. I use the shade Light... It doesn't even say. So I'm not sure. I will do some research and find out what shade this is, but I'll tell you it's the lightest one. So today I'm going to do what I always do with my foundation reviews. One side with a beauty sponge and one side with a brush. These are both Real Techniques products. This one is their buffing brush, and this is just their sponge. So we'll start with the right half first, and I can tell already it's a little bit dark for me. So I might have to mix it with a white in the future, but for now we'll just see how it looks. Okay, so it is about 2 shades too dark, which is sad for being the lightest shade, that it's that much darker than I am. So keep that in mind if you are very fair. So that actually was about a pump and a half to get the coverage that I like on this side of my face, because I had an acne mark right here, and it took about a pump and a half to cover it up. So now I'm going to go on the other side with a brush. Okay, so I definitely prefer the brush application of this product because it actually applied the foundation a lot easier. It went on with much better coverage with the brush side for some reason, and I used way less product. I used about a half a pump for the left side of my face. I've still got some left on the back of my hand here because I thought I would use so much more, but definitely do not recommend a sponge with this. Maybe use the sponge like I did just to go around the nose area, just to kind of pat that out so there aren't any brush streaks, but I definitely recommend the brush with this. So like I had said, it is about 2 shades too dark. It is a very luminous finish. It still has some drying down to do. It feels pretty tacky at this point. But yeah, I really like the coverage. It's a beautiful coverage, very natural kind of finish. I just wish it was lighter. In the future, I would definitely just use a white foundation to mix in. I do have one from Manic Panic that I use all the time to lighten my foundation, so I'll just do that. But yeah, I will go ahead and apply my concealer and powders and the rest of my makeup, and I will come back and let you know how everything went on. And then we'll do some check-ins throughout the day, and yeah. Alright guys, so now I have all of my makeup on, and I really like the foundation. It has a beautiful natural finish. It's very dewy. So if you prefer a matte, you're definitely not going to want to go with this one. All of the makeup applied beautifully over it. I even put a liquid shimmer over the top of my foundation, and nothing moved. It all stayed right where it was. This is the Tartist one that we got in our BoxyCharm if you got a BoxyCharm this month. But it's really great. It hasn't budged at all, and it looks just beautiful on the skin. So I'm really excited about this. It's not emphasizing any of my texture or any of my little bumps that I have from acne. I'm a big fan. So far, so good. So I will check in throughout the day and show you guys how it wears. Hey guys, so we are about 4 hours in with the makeup wear, and I wanted to check in and show you guys how it's going. I feel like my face looks flawless. You can kind of see it is like you really, really want to set it because it will smear. That mark right there, it could be a mix of like the concealer and the foundation because I put concealer around my nose, but it is a very tacky foundation, so you definitely want to set it pretty darn good. I kind of lightly set it, so I think that's the problem, but it just looks flawless, like on my forehead and stuff. It just looks so good. Again, like I said, it's still a very dewy foundation, so it just seems to be getting a little bit more dewy throughout the day. But if you're not into that dewy kind of look, you're not gonna love this. Also, I don't think if you have oily skin, you're gonna love it either. Because I think, because I'm dry skinned and it's getting even more dewy, I think it would probably be way worse on an oily skin type because it would just look probably greasy by the 4-hour mark. But yeah, it's wearing pretty well. It hasn't faded off of any areas. Even my milia bumps down here, it has come off of here, but this is pretty much on my lip. So anytime I eat, it gets marked away, or it gets wiped away. But it's staying pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with this so far. I just wish it was a lighter color. So I will check in one more time as the day goes on. So that I'm doing my last check-in of the day, and these check-ins are always rough. My eyes look so bad. But I am in the bathroom. This is where we have apparently the best lighting, I hope. And I wanted to show you guys my face up close. This is one of the most long-wearing foundations I have worn in a long time. So I've had this makeup on for 13 hours, and look at my face. I have those milia bumps down here and they're still covered. Like there's a lot of fading right here in my chin, which because I tend to rest like this, but the milia bumps are still completely covered. This little guy is peeking out, but other than that, like I still have everything on my face and I'm really impressed with it. I have to say I am really disappointed in the fact that the color is so dark. I've mentioned that before. I wish they would do actually a pale light foundation. I did find eventually on the foundation that it says L1 porcelain, so light 1 porcelain is the shade name. I finally looked at the bottle close enough and found that. But I definitely wouldn't call this porcelain. It's a nice, like, if I'm tan I could pull this off, which I'm never tan. But I'm really impressed with the long wearingness of this. It actually didn't get any more greasy. The only weird thing that happened was that thing right next to my nose, which very well could have been the concealer because it didn't happen over here. It kind of like, it didn't even cake up. It just kind of like built up and then I could pat it right back out. So I don't know what that was about, but maybe I just didn't powder well enough there. But yeah, it didn't get greasy or anything. It looks really nice. It didn't get dry. It's a beautiful foundation. I'm really impressed with it. So I definitely recommend this one. I think it's a good one if you have normal to dry skin. I don't think that it's probably the greatest for oily skin. Like I mentioned before, it does get a little bit greasy, but yeah, I really hope this video was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and have a great day.